Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all. Welcome to GEEP's Variety Show. And, whoa, what's going on here? Whoa. Got a little glitchy there. There we go. That better? You doing better now? Okay. Anyway, here's your host, GEEP! Wah, la, 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 la. Wah, 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 wah. Hello, everybody! GEEP here of GEEP Variety Show. How you all doing today? Very well, I hope. Anyway, let's get things rolling. So, what's happening today? Well, today begins the 15,000th, that's right, 15,000th, that's a solid 15,000, 15,000th annual Olympics. The annual year-long Olympics here in my world. And already, tragedy, well, not tragedy so much as an unusual event has struck, in the form of disqualification, we could say. Well, because our games are weird. We have very different games. One of the different games that we have here would be the gladiatorial rings. Yes. A very promising young gladiator. He refused to kill his opponent when he defeated him. The gladiator in question, who threw down his sword, goes by the name of Maximus Decimus Meridius. Yes, that's his name. He defeated the tiger guy. I forget what his name is, but Maximus is a very promising gladiator, as he thwarted the tiger guy's 99-foot tigers. That's what the guy uses. I don't know how Maximus did it with just a sword and some armor, but he did. Agile and cunning, I would chalk it up to. However, he threw down his sword. When, of course, as we all know, in the Gladiator Olympics, you're supposed to kill your defeated foe. So, as a result, he was disqualified and promptly shot on sight by the snipers, as ordered by Joaquin Phoenix. And yes, it's Joaquin. You gotta say Joaquin Phoenix. And he kind of looks like your Joaquin Phoenix, actually. Look kind of the same, but they're different people. So it's a tragic end to the promising gladiator, but at least the tiger guy can think of some new strategies. Maybe have some nimble tigers along with the big guy. So that's what's happening right now in our Olympics. Let's move on to, well, disaster of the natural variety. Natural disasters are a common occurrence, unfortunately, in our world. I know it's not just ours, all around the universe, but here, off in the many islands, the millions of islands that we have, a certain cluster of islands was recently bombarded with debris falling from a spatula volcano. Yes, the spatula volcano. It's exactly what you think it is. Debris as big as a house, shaped like a spatula. Red hot and coming in hard, ready to squish whatever's beneath it. So, fortunately, there were no casualties. The casualties are 0. I repeat, 0. However, at least 1,000 burger joints got flattened by the spatulas. You can't make this stuff up. So at the very least, I guess on the bright side, if you want to say there's a bright side, the hamburger joints, you can say the hamburgers will be well done. That's a stupid punchline. Alright. Spatula volcanoes. Yeah, we even got spatula whales, but they are not what you think they are. No. They're very musical creatures, and they do not look like spatulas, but that's what they're called. And speaking of intriguing creatures, an unidentified, what looks to be organic life form was seen in the waters of the Big Ocean. That's the name of one of our oceans, the Big Ocean. It's not the biggest ocean. That one's called the biggest ocean. The Big Ocean, this creature was spotted. No one knows what the heck it is. Its shape is bizarre, its movement fluid, and its size roughly over 1,000 feet. Over 1,000 feet. That is big. So, it disappeared after a little while. It was just a shadow. But, scientists and so on and so forth people, the government, want to get a closer look, hoping to discover what this creature is. Is it prehistoric and it had just woken up? Is it like some kind of alien life form? You know, they don't know. They want to check it out. Well, let me tell you something, buddies. Leave it the fuck alone. Okay? We don't want a kaiju on our hands, okay? This guy's probably just like, you know, the water looks nice today. I'm coming up. I'm just gonna, bask in it a little bit. And then you all want to just prod at it and fuck with it. And a little bit of advice, dummies. Don't fuck with something that can step on you. Okay? So, there's that. There's the creature. And that's the news. All right, folks, we got a great show for you here today. I'm going at it solo once again. This is Tuesday. So, stay tuned. And that, we are getting right to the next segment. So, you don't have to stay tuned very long. Just, here we go. Oh, and the musical guest, once again, is myself. I have a great lineup today. I have kind of a story behind it, which is going to be kind of fun. And not like a life story thing, just a little cute story. Anyway, let's move on. Here we are. Ye old living quarters. Whew. Doing those opening monologues ain't easy. I often have to think of them on the fly. Ooh, I'm getting a red cube here. I wonder if this has to do with the kilobytes I've got going on. Hold on a sec, folks. Let me mess with this for just a moment. Let's see here. Let's try to apply that, and okay. That should probably fix it up a little bit, maybe. Okay, that's looking better. Yeah, it's looking a lot better. Okay, we're green again. We're green, we're good. I'm blue, but in the good ways, we're green. All right, so not much to talk about here. I just want to kind of stretch. I'd say we move right on to the performance corner, and the performance will be a reading. A reading of an author I'm sure many of you are acquainted with, or at least have heard of. Let's move on. I'm going to get things set. Let's just get right to this. All right, everything looks good there. Let me check something here real quick, folks. Just give me a moment. Good. Okay. I'm in the middle. I'm enlarged. And here we go. Hello. Let's see. For a background, well, what does this look like? All right. Here we go. Snowy. Nah, that doesn't look good. Let's see. Let's go with let's not with that one. Open range. You know, let's just go with the black. Let's go with the black for now. I don't have a lot of background, so let's just go with this. This is good. Okay, so here's the first prop coming in. Haha, a book. That's right, a book. Well, I did say it was gonna be a reading, so reading/performance, I might add. Got my book right here. I actually am reading a book, so. Well, it's more of like a script of a play. And the play today is going to be Jang. I know it's been done a lot, but I like this one. I really like this one. Much Ado About Nothing by William Shakespeare. Please forgive my diction, pronunciations, or misunderstandings. I simply just want to read and enjoy. So, those of you unfamiliar with the story, the leading characters are Don Pedro, the Prince of Aragon. He has won a victory over his illegitimate brother and is visiting Messina on his way home. Then there's the illegitimate brother of Don Pedro, Don John. A stage direction describes him as the bastard, and he describes himself as a plain-dealing villain. You will see in the future. We're not going to go through the whole play, obviously, because Shakespeare is it's got quite a bit. Shakespeare knows how to keep the people interested and keep on writing, so we're just going to go through the beginning. Anyway, you know what, let's skip the introductions and let's get right into the play. All right, here we go. For some reason, it looks like I'm looking up. I want to be looking down. Hold on. Come on, come on. Come on, Jeep. Let's look down. Okay. All right. Act 1. Leonato welcomes Don Pedro to his house. Beatrice and Benedict are quarreling, but Claudio speaks of his love. Wait a minute. God damn it. This is the synopsis. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I got it. All right. Act 1, Scene 1. This better be it. Oh, god damn. No, this is just commentary. Hold on. Okay, I get it. You want to talk about the... I'm going to just get to the... Okay. Characters in the play. No, we went over that. Is this it? Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm going to make sure this time. Here we go. All right. Okay, I got it this time. Okay, here we go. Act 1, Scene 1. Leonato welcomes Don Pedro to his house. Beatrice engages with Benedict in a battle of wits. Claudio declares his love for Hero, and Don Pedro proposes a stratagem. Scene 1. Enter Leonato, governor of Messina. Hero is his daughter, and Beatrice his niece, with a messenger. Alright, so here's Leonato. I'm going to make him sound a little old. I learn in this letter that Don Pedro of Aragon comes this night to Messina. Here's the messenger. He is very near by this. He was not 3 leagues off when I left him. How many gentlemen have you lost in this action? But few of any sort, and none of name. A victory is twice itself when the achiever brings home full numbers. I find here that Don Pedro hath bestowed much honor on a young Florentine called Claudio. Much deserved on his part, and equally remembered by Don Pedro. He hath borne himself beyond the promise of his age, doing in the figure of a lamb the feats of a lion. He hath indeed bettered expectation than you must expect of me to tell you how. He hath an uncle here in Messina, will be very much glad of it. I have already delivered him letters, and there appears much joy in him, even so much joy that could not show itself modest enough without a badge of bitterness. Did he break out into tears? In great measure. A kind overflow of kindness. There are no faces truer than those that are so washed. How much better is it to weep at joy than to joy at weeping? Okay, here's Beatrice. I don't know, what kind of voice should I give her? Very stern, very confident, so it's like, okay. I think Benedict's gonna have a rasp. Beatrice will just try to be my normal voice, and I'll just do that, so. Okay, Beatrice. I pray you, is Signor Montanto returned from the wars, or no? I know none of that name, lady. There was none such in the army of any sort. What is he that you ask for, niece? Okay, Hero, I gotta do a squeaky voice. No, that's not right. Oh, shit, okay. Okay, I'm running out of voices. I can't hit high pitches right now. Let's go. I'm no disrespect to Hero here. I just gotta do a squeaky voice. My cousin means Signor Benedict of Padua. Padua? Oh, he's returned, and as pleasant as ever he was. He set up his bills here in Messina, and challenged Cupid at the flight. And my uncle's fool, reading the challenge, subscribed for Cupid and challenged him at the bird bolt. I pray you, how many hath he killed and eaten in these wars? But how many hath he killed? For indeed, I promise to eat all of his killings. Faith, niece, you tax Signor Benedict too much, but he'll be meet with you, I doubt it not. He hath done good service, lady, in these wars. You had musty victual. You had musty victual, and he hath hoped to eat it. He is a very valiant trencherman. He hath an excellent stomach. And a good soldier too, lady. And a good soldier too, a lady. But what is he to a lord? A lord to a lord? A man to a man, stuffed with all honorable virtues. It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man. But for the stuffing, well, we are all mortal.
You must not, sir, mistake my niece. There is a kind of merry war betwixt Signor Benedict and her. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wit between them.
Alas, he gets nothing by that. In our last conflict, 4 of his 5 wits went halting off, and now is the whole man governed with 1. So that if he have wit enough to keep himself warm, let him bear it for a difference between himself and his horse, for it is all the wealth that he hath left to be known a reasonable creature. Who is his companion now? He hath every month a new sworn brother.
Is't possible?
Very easily possible. He wears his faith but as the fashion of his hat. It ever changes with the next block.
I see, lady. The gentleman is not in your books.
No. And he were, I would burn my study. But I pray you, who is his companion? Is there no young squarer now that will make a voyage with him to the devil?
He is most in the company of the right noble Claudio.
O Lord, he will hang upon him like a disease. He is sooner caught than the pestilence, and the taker runs presently mad. God help the noble Claudio. If he have caught the Benedict, it will cost him £1,000 I think that's messed up. Ere he be cured.
I will hold friends with you, lady.
Do, good friend.
You will never run, mad niece. You will never run mad, niece. You will never run mad, niece. There we go.
No, not till a hot January.
Don Pedro's approached.
Enter Don Pedro, Claudio, Benedict, Balthazar, and Don John the Bastard. This is Don Pedro.
Good Signor Leonato, are you come to meet your trouble? The fashion of the world is to avoid cost, and you encounter it. Never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your grace, for trouble being gone, comfort should remain. But when you depart from me, sorrow abides, and happiness takes his leave.
You embrace your charge too willingly. I think this is your... You embrace your charge too willingly. I think this is your daughter.
Her mother hath told me many times, and told me so.
I'm actually going to do a British accent for Benedict, so... Were you in doubt, sir? That... Okay, British for an Italian. Okay, now I won't do that. Were you in doubt, sir? That you asked her?
Signor Benedict, no, for then were you a child.
You have it full, Benedict. We may guess by this what you are, being a man. Truly, the lady fathers herself. Be happy, lady, for you are like an honorable father. Is he talking to Hero here? Okay, so I'll make Benedict kind of snide sound, kind of like this, like, whatever, yeah, whatever. So, if Signor Leonato be her father, she would not have his head on her shoulders for all Messina, as like him as she is. I wonder that you will still be talking, Signor Benedict. Nobody marks you. What, my dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living? Is it possible Disdain should die while she hath such meat food to feed it as Signor Benedict? Courtesy itself must convert to disdain if you come in her presence. Then is courtesy a turncoat? Then is courtesy a turncoat? But it is certain I am loved of all ladies, only you excepted. And I could find in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for truly I love none. A dear happiness to women! They would else have been troubled with a pernicious suitor. I thank God in my cold blood I am of your humor for that. I had rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me. Oh, hello there, hey Fake, welcome. You caught me while I'm reading Shakespeare. I hope oh no, I lost my page. Hold on, where is it? I'm not traditionally read in it, but thank you for showing up. Thank you so much. Where the heck is it? Where was I? Here we go. Here's where I was. OP success. Yes. Oh, okay, I gotta flex my back a bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue. I hope you can keep up. This is Much Ado About Nothing. Okay. Thank you again so much for showing up. I will continue with the reading. So I'll just repeat Beatrice here. A dear happiness to women. They would else have been troubled with a pernicious suitor. I thank God in my cold blood I am of your humor for that. I had rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me. God keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall scape a predestinate scratched face. Scratching could not make it worse, than 'twere such a face as yours were. Well, you are a rare parrot teacher. He sounds weird, Ben. Okay. Well, you are a rare parrot teacher. Yeah, I'll do it like that. A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours. I would my horse had the speed of your tongue, and so good a continuer. But keep your way. O God's name, I have done. You always end with a jade's trick. I know you of old. That is the sum of all, Leonato. Oh, wait. Ending his talk with Leonardo. Okay, so Don Pedro just ended his talk with Leonato. That is the sum of all, Leonato. Signor Claudio and Signor Benedict, my dear friend Leonato hath invited you all. I tell him we shall stay here at the least a month, and he heartily prays some occasion may detain us longer. I dare swear he is no hypocrite, but prays from his heart. If you were, my lord, you shall not be forsworn. He's saying this next part to Don John. Let me bid you welcome, my lord. Being reconciled to the prince your brother, I owe you all duty. Here's Don John. I thank you. I am not of many words, but I thank you. Please it your grace, lead on. Your hand, Leonato. We will go together. Claudio. This is Claudio. Okay, I'm going to give him the young boy voice, so... Hello, everyone. Okay, never mind. This is Claudio. Benedict, didst thou note the daughter of Signor Leonato? I noted her not, but I looked on her. Is she not the modest young lady? Do you question me as an honest man should do, for my simple true judgment, or would you have me speak after my custom, as being a professed tyrant to their sex? No, I pray thee, speak in sober judgment. Why, I faith methinks she's too low for a high praise, too brown for a fair praise, and too little for a great praise. Only this commendation I can afford her, that were she other than she is, she were unhandsome. And being no other but as she is, I do not like her. Thou thinkest I am in sport. I pray thee, tell me truly how thou likest her. Would you buy her, that you inquire after her? Can the world buy such a jewel? Yea, and a case to put it in. But speak you this with a sad brow, or do you play the flaunting jack, to tell us Cupid is a good hair finder and Vulcan a rare carpenter? Sorry about the delivery on that one. Come, in what key shall a man take you to go in the song? Oh, okay, I see. In mine eyes she is the sweetest lady that ever I looked on. I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. Ooh, there's her cousin. And she were not possessed with a fury, exceeds her as much in beauty as the 1st of May doth the last of December. But I hope you have no intent to turn husband, have you? I would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn the contrary, if Hero would be my wife. Is't come to this? In faith, hath not the world one man but he will swear his cap with suspicion? Shall I never see a bachelor of 60 again? Go to, I faith, and thou wilt needs thrust thy neck into a yoke, wear the print of it, and sigh away Sundays. Look, Don Pedro's returned to seek you. What secret hath held you here that you followed not to Leonato's? I would your grace would constrain me to tell. I charge thee, on thy allegiance. You hear, Count Claudio? I can be secret as a dumb man. I would have you think so. But on my allegiance, mark you this, on my allegiance, he is in love.
And with who? Now that is your grace's part. Mark how short his answer is. With Hero, Leonato's short daughter.
If this were so, so were it othered.
Like the old tale, my lord, it is not so, nor 'twas not so, but indeed, God forbid it should be so.
If my passion change not shortly, God forbid it 200 should be otherwise.
Amen. If you love her, for the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thought.
And in faith, my lord, I speak mine.
And by my 2 faiths and my troths, my lord, I spoke mine.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know. That I neither feel how she should be loved, nor know how she should be worthy, is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me. I will die in it at the stake. Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in the despite of beauty.
And never could maintain his part, but in the force of his will.
That a woman conceived me, I thank her. That she brought me up, I likewise give her most humble thanks. But that I will have a retchit winded in my forehead, or hang my bugle in an invisible baldric, all women shall pardon me. Because I will not do them the wrong to mistrust any, I will do myself the right to trust none. And the fine is, for the which I may go the finer, I will live a bachelor. Thanks, Fig. Thanks for digging the voices. Thank you. I shall see thee ere I die look pale with love. With anger, with sickness, or with hunger, my lord, not with love. Prove that ever I lose more blood with love than I will get again with drinking. Pick out my eyes with a ballad maker's pen, and hang me up at the door of a brothel house for the sign of blind Cupid. Well, if ever thou dost fall from this faith, thou wilt prove a notable argument. If I do, hang me in a bottle like a cat, and shoot at me, and he that hits me, let him be clapped on the shoulder and called Adam. Well, as time shall try, in time the savage bull doth bear the yoke. The savage bull may, but if ever the sensible Benedict bear it, pluck off the bull's horns, and set them in my forehead, and let me be vilely painted in such great letters as they write, Here is good horse to hire. Let them signify under my sign, Here you may see Benedict, the married man.
If this should ever happen, thou wouldest be horn mad.
Nay, if Cupid have not spent all his quiver in Venice, thou wilt quake for this shortly. I look for an earthquake too, then. Well, you will temporize with the hours. In the meantime, good Signor Benedict, repair to Leonato's. Commend me to him, and tell him I will not fail him at supper, for indeed he hath made great preparation. I have almost matter enough in me for such an embassage, and so I commit to you.
To the tuition of God, from my house, if I had it.
The 6th of July, your loving friend, Benedict. Nay, mock not. The body of your discourse is sometime guarded with fragments, and the guards are but slightly basted on neither. Ere you flout old ends and any further, examine your conscience. And so, I leave you.
My liege, your highness now may do me good.
My love is thine to teach. Teach it but how, and thou shalt see how apt it is to learn any hard lesson that may do thee good.
Hath Leonato any son, my lord?
No child but Hero. She's his only heir. Dost thou affect her, Claudio?
When you went onward on this ended action, I looked upon her with a soldier's eye. Oh, my lord, when you went onward unto this ended action, I looked upon her with a soldier's eye. That liked, but had a rougher task in hand, than to drive liking to the name of love. But now I am returned, and that war thoughts have left their places vacant, in their rooms come thronging soft and delicate desires, all prompting me how fair young hero is, saying I liked her ere I went to wars.
Thou wilt be like a lover presently, and tire the hearer with a book of words. If thou dost love, fair hero, cherish it, and I will break with her, and with her father, and thou shalt have her. Was't not to this end that thou beganst to twist so fine a story?
How sweetly you do minister to love, that no loves grief by his complexion. But lest my liking might too sudden seem, I would have salved with it a longer treatise. A treatise? Sorry about that.
What need the bridge much broader than the flood? The fairest grant is the necessity. Look what will serve is fit. 'Tis once thou lovest, and I will fit thee with the remedy. I know we shall have revelling tonight. I will assume thy part in some disguise, and tell fair hero I am Claudio, and in her bosom I'll unclasp my heart, and take her hearing prisoner with the force and strong encounter of my amorous tale. Then, after to her father will I break, and the conclusion is, she shall be thine. In practice, let us put it presently. Whew.
I think I'll stop right there, folks. Thanks for listening to that bit of Much Ado About Nothing. That was the end of scene 1, because scene 2 is next. Whew! I apologize for my amateur readings, but I hope you enjoyed it. Alright. Oh. Now I need a drink. Thank you so much, Fig, for joining us. I must say that again. Yeah, I know, folks, his name, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Fig is what he's okay with you calling him. So. Oh, excuse me. Kanir Fig. Ah, okay. Kanir Fig. You hear that, folks? Kanir Fig. Kanir Fig. Okay, let's see what's coming up next. But Fig works just as well. That's what he says. Thank you very much, Kanir Fig. Fig works just as well. You heard him. You heard him. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, shit. Well, back to the main stage. Well, folks, it's time for that moment again. Time for that dreadful, dreadful moment of my stupid sponsors. For those of you familiar with the stupid sponsors, you know what's coming. For those of you who are not, well, I doubt you'll forget. So let's see here. Is this the one? No, that's not it. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, so we have yet another stupid sponsor today. This is why I look forward to the guest streams, because I don't have sponsors on those days. The guest takes care of everything. Anyway, a word from today's stupid sponsor. Oh, tired of brushing your teeth? Yeah, it sucks. But what can I do? My teeth are super shitty, and they smell like shit too. I need to brush, or else no one will want to talk with me. Unless they want to get a whiff of shit breath. Fear not, shit breath guy. Your friends at the Holy Woly Godly Corporation have got you covered. With their latest godly invention, the God Toothpaste. God Toothpaste? Holy shit, that sounds godly. Yes, the Holy Woly Godly Corporation prides itself with their ability to capture the power and splendor of God. The God Toothpaste is no exception. Just one brush with the God Toothpaste, and you'll never have to brush your teeth ever again. Holy fuck! Tell me more, narrator guy! Of course! Here's how the God Toothpaste works. Simply apply the God Toothpaste onto your teeth using a normal toothbrush and brush away. Then, over the next 6 hours, after spreading the God toothpaste all across your food chompers, the real, almighty powers of the paste will begin to take effect. Here's a breakdown of the hours. During the first hour, your mouth will begin to feel numb. Don't worry, that's so you don't feel the painful alterations the paste must do to your teeth to make them truly invincible. During the second hour, your sense of smell and hearing will dim until you can't hear or smell anything. Again, this is normal and worth it, because everyone wants godly teeth. During the third hour, you will start to feel lightheaded and dizzy. The Holy Woly Godly Corporation recommends you sit down during this time. During the fourth hour, your teeth will begin to whiten to such a bright degree that simply smiling at someone could blind them from sheer godly whiteness. This is true and not an overstatement. Some people lost the ability to see after being smiled upon with the powers of the God toothpaste. Speaking of sight, during the fifth hour, you will lose your sense of touch and vision. Again, you should be sitting before the fourth and fifth hour. Finally, during the sixth and final hour of the transformation process, your teeth will be so bright, clean, free of bacteria, and powerful that you'll never have to brush ever again. In fact, your teeth will automatically repel any and all things that come within 7 centimeters of your teeth. Even microscopic particles won't stand a chance. Oh my God, I can't wait to try it. No more shit breath for me. Only God powers. Thanks, Holy Woly Godly Corporation. You're welcome, shit breath guy. Or should I say, God breath guy. Ha 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 ha. Remember, the Holy Woly Godly Corporation is not responsible if your taste, sight, hearing, feeling, and smell never return. Nor is it responsible if you are unable to eat as a result of the God toothpaste's amazing repelling powers. Nor is it responsible if your mouth dissolves and turns to mush, or if you die. The Holy Woly Godly Corporation. We make things godly. I hate my sponsors. Toothpaste. Has it really come to that? Toothpaste will ruin our lives? I guess so. And typical of my sponsors, they do give me a piece of the product for free. I threw this out, of course. And guess what? The garbage can exploded. So, there you have it. Oh my. The God toothpaste. No, thank you. I'll stick with atheism. No, that's a joke. Well, there's the sponsors for you. I hope you don't hate me for holding them here. I'm very desperate. Anyhow, we're gonna move on to a new segment I thought of called the Over-the-Top Interpreter, which is simply a guy. I will don a persona, and I will overly analyze videos I see on YouTube. Except I have a certain YouTube setup right now. That's oh, you know what? I can set things up. That's what I'll do. I'll set it up. So bear with me, folks. This is a brand new thing I'm trying out. So I'm just gonna go to the standby screens in just a moment. Let's transition. And I'll be right back. Very quickly, I just gotta get things set up.
If you've ever had to clean
Alright, we'll be back in a minute, folks. Just give me a second. That was an ad you heard, by the way, is one of them YouTube ads. You know, that thing. That thingamabig. Okay. Let's see if I get copyright stricken for this. Let's just go for it, right? So, I decided to don the persona of the overly analytical, hyper, what's the way called? Hyper analyzer. Yeah. There we go. So basically, my character, I'm going to be someone who looks way too deep into everything. Like, I'm going to think there's a meaning behind everything, conspiracy, all that kind of stuff. And I mean, no disrespect to the individual I'm about to show on here. In fact, I admire her very much. I think she's very cute and very fun. So, this is just persona, not actually how I feel. This is how I feel maybe a crazy guy would look at this. So, at least my crazy guy. So, here we go. It is Gal Gura's debut stream. Oh my god. What is this? What's this blackness? Are we in the void? It's gotta be a void. I know it's a void. Oh, I get it. You're using this music to try and get my adrenaline up. I see what you're doing there. I see it. That's the purpose of this. You want to increase my adrenaline so that way you can take my blood and identify it as some kind of junkie blood and inject it in other people. I get it. Go on. Do your thing. I'm watching you. Nope. I'm unaffected. You can't harm me. I'm always watching, I'm always thinking. My mind is always going, never stopping, never, ever, ever. No, no, no. Wow. Wow, okay. Alright, okay. Oh, welcome back, Fig. What I'm currently doing, in case you didn't catch it, is that I am being a guy who overanalyzes everything. I'm just donning a persona, and I'm watching a video, Gal Gura's debut stream. Now, I do really like Gal Gura, so I'm just gonna be goofy. I don't mean any of the things I say, except that I'm being a character who means what he says. So, there you go. Well, now that was an epic beginning. What else you got? I see. You're trying to control my rhythm. Trying to control me. Trying to make me think with my body. Yes. Oh, this cute music. Oh, I see what you're doing. I see. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah, yep. Yes, this reminds me of lots of children's shows. But you know what I did as a child? I just thought about how they're trying to control me. You can't control me, Gal Gura. You can't. I am too much in my head to be controlled. The only one controlling my head are my own delusional thoughts. So I'm way ahead of you. Ha 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 ha. Oh, would you look at that? So this is what you look like. I see. Okay, I'll say it's cute. I think the blue could be a little darker. I think the whites could be a little whiter. And I honestly think that you could be a little smaller. But, you know, maybe I'm looking too much into it. No, that's not true. I don't look too much into anything. I look just the right amount into everything with just the right amount of cynicism and just the right amount of snarkiness. Hello. I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. Oh, shit. Oh crap. Oh crap. Hold on. I need a pause. I need a pause. What just happened? I'm sorry. I don't know what just happened. I can't figure it out. Okay, Fig, tell me what was that? I really gotta put up those feeds somewhere. I'm just getting started. Can you tell me what it was, Fig? Please. I don't know. What just happened? Oh, okay. I gotcha. Thank you, Fig. Thank you for the host. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you. Okay. Let's continue with this little bit. Thank you, Fig. Thank you. What have we here? So this is the real deal. What? Hello? Hey, hello. Galgura. Shark girl. Ah! Ah! Oh, you. You're trying to control me. I see how it is now. I see how it is. Oh my goodness. That scared me. See, scaring people is also a form of control. If they can stir up your emotions, they can. She's laughing at me. Ah! And she said it again. She's trying to. I knew it. But I'm gonna persevere. Let me look into the subliminal message she's sending me. Okay, we got little connection to the internet signs back there. I see, trying to say she's connected. Oh, hello to you too. Hello. And what do we got? And we've got ourselves a little blue cute hoodie going on. Yes, it is cute. I will say it's cute. She's very cute.
Sorry about that rough beginning there.
Oh, she apologized. Oh, I forgive you. Unless you're trying to trick me, I forgive you.
You know?
Yeah, I do know.
Is that what humans say?
I'm not a human, so I wouldn't know.
Wow, so excited.
I bet you are. Taking over the world is exciting. I know that's what you want to do. You can't get past me. You can't fool me. She did it again. I never heard such a powerful letter of the alphabet. Jeez. Please.
Hello.
Hello again. Hello. What am I thinking? She's not live.
I am Galgura.
Galgura.
E-N.
E-N. Many say it's English. I think it means encounter nothing. And that they won't encounter any feelings. Nothing. They feel nothing. That's what I think EN really stands for.
Nervous. But it's...
She's nervous. Nervous.
Okay.
How can you be nervous?
I'm so excited.
You're the one scaring me.
I'm so excited, but I'm very nervous. But... It'll be okay, won't it?
I hope I'll be okay.
So,
Your powers are getting to me.
You're stuck with me.
Ah! What? How does she know these things?
And you're excited, aren't you?
Ah!
No.
No. I'm not excited. I'm terrified. There's a difference.
I say let's get this show on the road. How about you?
Yes, please. I'd like to see more of what she used the term show on the road. This suggests that she has a moving theater, a mobile theater, and mobile projectors, mobile actors. She has all these people in a cage. Just keep that in mind.
Wow.
I see. Is this like a job application?
Wow. Let's start.
Okay.
Shall we?
Yes, please. Go right ahead, little shark. Do you kill people with that trident, or is that just a drawing? You see, this is also suspicious. She doesn't answer me when I'm talking to her.
Welcome.
Thank you. How come you won't say hi to me?
My name? We've already established that, right? We're on first name basis.
So we're just gonna call you Gar?
My name is...
That's frightening, because that's like Gar, you're gonna eat something. I don't want to call you Gar. I want to call you something else. How about Sharky?
Gouda.
Gouda. Oh, okay.
Please feel free to call me.
Oh, of course. The Japanese way, where the last name is first and the first name is second.
Shark.
She admits it. She's a shark. I thought she was lying. She's a kid in a hoodie.
Pretty sure this hasn't...
Oh, excuse me. I'm burping. That shark got to me. It's probably because I ate seafood today, and she brought it back up in my stomach. That's what you have to remember. When people say certain words, it makes the food come back up from your gut. Remember that, people. Everyone is trying to control you. Except for me. You have to trust me.
Well, you see,
Because I'm saying the things that no one will say. I'm thinking the things that no one will
I
think.
don't exactly remember my
Because
mistake.
I do that.
But I've gone ahead and decided to choose a
Haha, see? I'm influencing her. I'm making her hesitate. I'm making her stutter because of my hard questioning, what my hard thoughts are thinking, because I am so critical, because I am wise, because I am annoying, because I am all those things roll into one peachy package.
Maybe I shouldn't have chose this, because you can see how nervous I am with my handwriting.
Oh, nice try. I am perfectly aware that that is very legible, that is elegant, that is genius handwriting. And that was a huge deception by the Handwriters Guild. They're trying to deceive us in thinking that that's sloppy. In truth, it is genius. And so they want everybody to write that certain way and make sure that that is genius writing, the smooth writing that you can read a little easier. No, that is not genius. No, that is a deception. A deception. A deception.
Somewhere in the 9,000 range. I'll go with
Galguda,
9,000.
from my determination right now, she is a genius. She is clever. She is cute. And she didn't have to even fake that.
Once you get past the-
And with these abilities, she is going to destroy us all.
5,000
Just you
years
wait.
old, things start to-
It'll start with the heart. It'll melt. And Galguda will form into your bodies.
But I wouldn't expect
Then
you
we'll all transform into Galgudas, and the world will be nothing but Galguda.
eating.
Let's see what else you got, little one.
Okay, so what did I say? I don't remember what I said. Let's pick another number. 9,900.
9! She's had 9,000 years. I have to pause this. I have to pause this right here. I have to pause the live stream. And I have to pause her as well. See what kind of powers I have? I have the ability to pause somebody while they're talking live. I shouldn't have this power, but I do. I've looked into it. I've thought about it. I thunk, the blunk. Bottom line, she's had 9,000 years to contemplate how to destroy us all. Now, if that is, and a very specific number. When people have specific numbers, it means they have specific goals in mind and specific direction. And with this specific direction, she will specifically destroy us all sporadically and calculated, accurately, with precision. I know I doubled up on there, but I have to stick the landing. Watch out for this one. And I can't help but watch because she's so cute. Okay, let's continue. Maybe I'm falling for the trap already. Maybe I don't care. Maybe that's all part of her plan. If so, 9,927 years well spent, Gudo. Well spent.
Is that 7? Wow.
Ah, she laughed. That sounded very genuine, too. Ugh, mixing truth with lies is the best way to control a person.
100
I should know. I've been controlled a lot by people like that.
centimeters.
Ooh, she uses centimeters. Oh, that's brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
So I can
Metric system.
Yeah.
Metric power. Metric mind manipulation.
You probably
It's a must.
This is. Who is this?
Yeah, what the hell is that thing? I was wondering about
This
that.
is my longtime friend, Bloop.
Oh, she means her sidekick. She means the one who takes notes of everyone. When everyone's looking at Galguda, when everyone's looking at Guda, let me tell you right here. When everyone looks at her, they're not looking at him. They're looking at Bloop. And Bloop is just going bloop, 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 bloop. I'm taking down your brainwave. Bloop, 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 bloop. I know how you think. Bloop, 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 bloop. I'm gonna get you for Guda. Bloop, 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 bloop. So when I said pay attention to the Galguda, also have a second pair of eyes watching that little critter back there. Yep. That one's her partner in crime. All right, let's continue. You may continue, Galguda. I release you. Ha!
Why is he in a bubble?
So we don't pay attention.
For the better.
It probably blinds us if we look too close, right?
He stays in the bubble.
Why do you ignore me, Galguda? I freed you from your pause state. I freed you from paralysis. I freed you from time freeze. I freed you. Why do you ignore me? This is another sign that you know that I'm telling the truth. When someone tells the truth, they don't answer them.
Yeah. Emergency ration can. So, he can't hear anything right now, but if push comes to shove...
He can't hear anything. I doubt that. I doubt everything you say except for the fact that I don't doubt some of the things you say.
Oh
Oishi, you is he food? Is he? Oh, you tricked me. You don't eat your spies unless that's another deception. She's gonna pretend to eat Bloop. You're gonna pretend to eat Bloop, Gal. Kuda, you're gonna pretend to eat Bloop. I'm onto your schedule. I'm onto you. And then later, he's gonna reappear or not, and we'll just forget about him in his invisible bubble, and he's gonna take notes on all of us. I know it. I know it. I know it. I see it. I see it. I feel it in my body and soul. I've never been wrong about anything because I think about everything.
Colors blue. I love blue. Isn't it pretty?
Blue is pretty. That is a truth.
My favorite food.
Damn you and your truths.
I love seafood. Recently I've
I love seafood too, and so do many others. Damn!
chicken.
She's got it down. She's 9,000 years.
I've had recently. But when I'm not craving those, I'd like salmon.
And she continues to ignore me. Oh, and she laughs. Oh, I gotta. That's it. I can't take this anymore. I can't take the small shark anymore. Oh no. Oh, I'm saying small. Oh no. It's happening already. Oh dear. Oh dear. Stop. Stop. Stop this, please. Stop. Stop. Oh god. Oh. And that's the performance, folks. I'm not really like that. it's just a performance. No, she's a sweetheart. Truly. So, I hope you enjoyed that little bit. I hope it wasn't too annoying or whatnot. Well, actually, I was trying to go for annoying, so if it was, I hope it was a little bit. Okay, let's move on to the next spot. Let's see what we got next. Ah, here we go. Okay. Okay. Whew, that's a lot of talking. I need a drink of water. More like I gotta hydrate. I don't actually have water with me. I've got tea. I've got tea. If you caught Cepheus' stream, that's what I was talking about, that I spit every now and then. That's the thing. Thank you so much again, Fake, for just showing up and whatnot. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, whew. Gotta be supportive. Yeah. Well, you gotta be supportive of the ones you want to support, right? And I'm glad I'm someone you want to support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Too kind, man. Too kind. Okay, now, however, this next part... oh, man. I'm feeling a little nervous about this next part because... so many folks have a problem with this movie I'm about to celebrate / appreciate. And I don't want to hurt anybody. That's not my intention. The thing is, I like this movie. I like it a lot. And so that's what this next corner is about. We're going to celebrate that. And my rules are simple. You can hate it all you like. I'm not here to convince you to like it. I'm here just to celebrate it because I want to. And I only ask that if anybody has a problem with this upcoming film that I'm about to celebrate, that any negative comments, even the smallest thing of like ugh or anything. I understand if you let it slip once or twice, but I would appreciate it if you keep it to yourselves or just shout at me off screen and whatnot, because I like it. And it's a back and forth because I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it to you, so I'm asking that you wouldn't do it to me, because there has been some things on this show already, believe it or not, that I am not a fan of. But I prefer to support the things that people love rather than put them down in any fashion. That's just my style. It may not be yours or whatnot. I'm not talking to you, Fig. I'm just talking in general. I don't even know. But so that's what this next one to come up is. And here's another rule I set for myself and anyone who wants to celebrate something that is probably hated or looked down upon. You're not allowed to taunt others on here. So I'm not allowed to say, ha, 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 I like this and you can't hurt me. That's not right. If I did that, then that would make me a dick. And I'm not. So I just want to be supportive of this movie because it was surprisingly good. I liked it. I did not expect to like it so much, but I did. So, without further ado, today's celebration is going to be, come on, The Last Jedi. Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. Again, Yes, now let's see. What did I like about this movie? Well, okay, one of the things that surprised me about it was I liked it more than The Force Awakens. And The Force Awakens, well, I will be honest, I was not its biggest fan. But, so I gave this one a shot based on the trailer. And the trailer had a feeling to me. It's a feeling that I search for when I look at entertainment. So, and it had it for me. I can't explain it. It's a feeling. And it's unique to me. And so, The Last Jedi, yes. So, my brother and I went to go see it in theaters. Nice Speakers, the one we went to. You know, back before the times of staying indoors and so on and so forth. We're all familiar right now with what's going on. And, of course, now, a usual sign to me that a movie is lacking a certain feeling or is kind of annoying, my head starts to hurt. And it's not like the movie's complicated. I can follow complicated movies. But, so my head hurts. That usually means I think there's like some kind of stink in it or something that's like it's trying to force me to believe something or something like that or just something I disagree with in general. With this movie, my head was hurting in the beginning, so I was a little nervous. But as it went on, it started to calm down. And not numb. I was very coherent. Follow the story. Excuse me, I like it that it's long. And I like the badass general guy in the beginning with the Star Destroyers. I liked it how he just went out with style, you know? He messed up and he miscalculated their abilities and he just watched as he died and just stood his ground. I thought that was pretty cool. I like that part. I like the characters more in this and that they're better developed in my opinion, than The Force Awakens. And I'm not putting down Force Awakens. I gotta remind you that. I just like this one more. Because actually Force Awakens is pretty fun too. But for me, this movie made The Force Awakens even better. Going back on it. So, moving on from the opening scene, then we head on to the most controversial part of the film, Luke Skywalker. We all know the controversy behind that, don't we? I certainly do. But I didn't care. I've never been that invested in a way a character is presented, unless, of course, it's a character that I really, really care about. And Luke Skywalker was never one of my top characters. I like him. But to me, his representation in this film, at least how Mark Hamill portrayed it, was like the most complex he's ever played that character. And I know the arguments. I know what's against it. I've heard it all before. Luke would never do this and that and the other thing. But I think Luke might do some of the things he did in there. If not all of them. I believed it all. It worked for me. And I just couldn't believe that Mark Hamill put it all together. Man, was he in good shape. He really got in good shape for this one. He looked smooth, too. I thought his performance was very nuanced and grouchy. I liked grouchy Luke. You know, he's like, okay, I've been through all this shit, and look, you're giving me the lightsaber that started it all. Right now, I'm in the mood to not think about what started it all. So, yeah, they did, Fig, they did. So you know, he just throws it away. I mean, I don't really mind him throwing away something that's like, Dad, I am angry with you. You were Darth Vader, and you know, I'm just not in the mood today, Dad. I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood. So, I know that part hurt a lot of fans. So, it didn't hurt me. I thought it was rather hilarious and very in character. To me. Again, this is all to me. So, again, Mark Hamill's performance to me was spectacular. I can't say much more about that than it was spectacular. And I liked Rey in this one. I liked to me, what about the first one? It's actually grouchy Luke stories. Yes. I mean, he's been through a lot. You think yes, I understand Jedis need to remain composed and whatnot, but Luke was never really composed to begin with. So, and his father is a villain. Was a villain. So, a natural grouchiness, I think, should be in his blood. So, I think it's just natural for Luke to be that way. And, of course, Rey, I don't really, in the first one, it was just her going on an adventure and discovering about her parents. That's a nice plot, but to me, I didn't really see why she cared that much. In that, I mean, everyone, I don't know if everybody, not everybody wants to find out about their parents. I wanted to kind of know why it meant something to her. And in this one, I kind of felt that, even though it wasn't explicitly explained, I felt that her character was going with her feelings, the classic Jedi way. And I love the training, especially with the leaf that he held out for her hand. You know, going, you know, yeah, do you feel that? That's the Force. That's the Force. Luke went from some random farm boy to a war hero. I'm reading a Fig for the record, folks. Some random farm boy to a war hero in less than a week. That's gonna take a toll on somebody. Tell me about it. Whoo! So actually, I'm amazed he stayed as composed even in this movie as he did. And again, what I liked about Mark Hamill's acting is if you think about these things for Luke, it comes across in his body, his composure, his what's the word? It starts with a V. The word I'm searching for starts with a V. Anyway, it comes across. To me, it came across very well. Visage. Across his visage. So, yeah, that Force training part cracked me up. And, of course, I've always liked Adam Driver's performance. I liked him in The Force Awakens when he got shot in the side and he hit his side. Like, I just like that kind of... It's like, fuck you, wound. I don't care that I'm shot. And it was, I don't know, his performance was about the same to me. That I just thought that was fun. And I liked Finn more in this one. The new characters were enjoyable. And not to me like, bleh, like, oh, why'd you come into this movie? Oh, look, there you are. No, I didn't think that. I enjoyed it. I even liked Chewbacca's little story with the little, puff guys. I thought they were cute. Let's see, what else did I like? I liked seeing Snoke. I liked his gold garb. I kind of liked it that he wasn't just like some hologram anymore. It was fun seeing him. He's a very sinister fella. Very sinister. I can go for sinister. I'm a fan of villains, so I like it when they're nasty and unapologetic for it. Let's see, what else surprised me? I was surprised that just throughout it, it felt to me like a Star Wars movie. To me, Force Awakens was a little harder to feel because now this is just my opinion. It felt like the movie was looking at Star Wars, but not being Star Wars. It felt like a Star Wars museum, not Star Wars itself. For Last Jedi felt more like Star Wars than a Star Wars museum to me. Because it was taking chances, doing different things that, try things. I don't know. That's about as much as I got on that, so that's what it felt like to me. I love the salt mines in the theater. Ooh, that red on the big screen looked gorgeous. If the theater wasn't so expensive to go back to, my brother and I are like, oh, we gotta see that again. We gotta see that red on there again. That was so awesome. I love Luke Skywalker. Again, I can't stop praising Mark Hamill here. I loved his lightsaber moves. And to me, when he's about to kill Kylo, again, it's a moment of the dark side taking over Luke. It's in his blood. He's a little nervous, and, he's never been a master before, and the only masters he's ever known are dead, killed, and left him to hang, so it kind of, came back to bite him. I also like the reference to the prequels in this by calling the Emperor Sidious. That was cool, because I actually like the prequels, but I'll get on those another time. Right now, we're going to go with this. And so about to kill Kylo, and doesn't do it, or Ben Solo, however you like to call him, and, it's just a moment. We all have moments. To me, that's more, I don't want to say more real, because that downputs things that don't do it. I like to say it's just more real to Luke's character. More real in character. And when you're more real in character, then it does become more real for all of us. So, it's a hiccup. Nobody's perfect. I think that's what Rian Johnson was going for in this. But, whatever he was going for, it's hard for me to pick that. You can't really know. You got to ask the person yourself, So I liked it because ultimately he didn't do it. It's not about what you didn't do, right? It's about what you do. Good job, Luke. You didn't go to the dark side. Ben did. Yeah, Ben had a right to be scared. I don't know if Ben had the right to, join up with Snoke. But to each their own. To each their own dark side, to each their own light side. To each their own Jedi, to each their own Sith. So I like that. I liked Yoda. I liked it that, just Luke's going through a hard time. Again, it's all about Luke here that sticks out. Let me think of a scene now. Let me give some a little bit of criticism here, in the sense that because let's see, I wasn't the biggest fan of the whole let's hate on the rich people, war profiteers. As true as it is, it's a little easy to write that. I think it's a little cheap, just a little bit. And so I couldn't really get on board with that if that was just thrown in just to make that statement. I think I would have liked it more if the person they were downplaying of the war prophet... Oh, well, Ben did wake up to Luke standing over him with lights there. Imagine that the way he did. Makes sense for that family. Yeah! Yes! Yes, there you go, Fig. There you go. Absolutely. Anyway... So the war and gambling thing. I think I would have preferred it more if it wasn't so easy to hate them, right? Because, all these war profiteers are people too, so they're messed up. Yes, that is very true. So but it's fun to portray them as people who messed up. So that's what I prefer. Just a little writing thing like that. And I'm not. I'm a writer too, so I think I have. I think it's okay if I talk about that a little bit. Maybe not. I mean, no one really has seen what I've written, but I've been writing for a while. Yes, a little bit of a shameless plug right there. I've been writing for over 10 years. There, I said it. I said it. I'm proud of it. I'm happy. I like my style. I felt that they split the story into too many small points, so it made it hard to really explore some of the nuance in these scenes. I don't know. Yes, there was a lot of splitting into the story to mesh it all together. I would agree if it didn't work for me. It actually just worked for me. I don't know. I was okay with the splits. I thought they spent ample time on everything, but I know what you mean, regardless of the war stuff. So, yeah, maybe there was one too many scenes. I felt it was fine. I thought the journey was fine. That's me. That's just me. Let's see here. I like the high death count, however. I like the tragedy of this and the kind of the ilk of Empire Strikes Back. You know, that it's just not a run of the park. All these characters getting killed, the beginning, the ships blowing up, and then more ships blowing up after the trick, and then and Laura Dern dying. Oh, poor Laura Dern. Come on, she loves Star Wars. This is her first movie. Oh, well, at least she took a lot of them with her, you know, right? And I wish I could remember her name. But in the character, I know Laura Dern. So yeah, I like that a lot. I like the death. That's good. That's good. You know, give that element of no one's safe except for your main characters. It's a Star Wars movie. You know, you know what you're in for. And of course, so then there's the finale and the wrap up and whatnot. And I really liked Kylo Ren going like full bad villain in this one. You know, fucking up Snoke. No offense to you, Snoke. You were cool. Kylo's cooler to me. And wanting Rey to join him. I actually was hoping in Rise of Skywalker that Ben was going to go full evil and like not change at all. That's just my thing. I like the idea of Ben Solo going absolute pure dark side. You know, let him be the next Sidious. Let him be the next Emperor. But, you know, that's another time. But for what it was, since I saw it in the theaters when it was in the theaters, I thought he was going to be the next big bad. I thought it was just going to be all Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren's universe. Oh, that would have been cool. That would have been cool. So yeah, all in all though, like I said, it's not like my favorite movie, not like the greatest movie, but I did like, Driver played a great character showing the conflict in Ben, the hesitation in bombing his mother, asking Rey to join him. Yes, definitely the conflict. There's always conflict in all of us, but when you choose though to end the conflict, you either choose, in the case of the Force, you either choose Jedi or Sith. You have to end that conflict somehow, and I would have really liked it if Ben chose the Sith. Adam Driver's a good actor. Anywho, let's see. Let's not forget about Carrie Fisher here. Now, I love Carrie. She does a great job. I think her character is just awesome. She was always badass in the original trilogy. She remains badass, just more stoic in this one, I just say. And I'll use the word again, composed. And I loved her Force powers. That was cool. That's just nice to go more into that. You know, I can't really... Oh, I love Luke's encounter with her. That to me felt like Star Wars. And like in Force Awakens, when Han and Leia meet, when Luke and Leia meet, I see as Luke and Ben... Oh, sorry, I'm reading Fake's comment, folks. I see it as Luke and Ben both putting their own spin on those pads, and I appreciate it. Oh, very cool. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Nice. At the very least, I'm glad that you had a good time. With some aspects. Not so much with others, but that's cool. Okay, so, what is it? Leia. Back with Leia. Yeah, so when Han and Leia meet in Force Awakens, you just feel Star Wars right there, you know? They don't have to say shit, but you can feel it. And when they say shit, you feel the shit more. And when she meets with Luke, and again, of course, at this point, I think it's his hologram, or his projection. And, ooh, C-3PO. The way he said, I enjoyed all the new Star Wars films in theaters, even if they have their own problems. Yeah, me too. Well, that's surprising to expect that. I usually hear so much hate for this. Awesome, Fig, awesome. Anyway. Yes, totally agree. Totally. Let's see. So yeah, Leia, and the C-3PO. His delivery on that, Master Luke. And it's just like, it's like he's seeing his old buddy again. And Luke just winks. Brilliant. Brilliant job. Now, that was Mark Hamill's idea, at least as far as I know. Allegedly, that was Mark Hamill's idea, the wink. I'm like, thank you. not thank you like that, but like, thank you, Luke, for giving the wink to good old C-3PO. Anyway, So that about wraps up how I feel about The Force Awakens. And believe it or not, for my brother and me, that year, 2017, what that movie, The Force Awakens, not The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, for us was the best film of the year. Shocking, right? I don't know if it's shocking to some, but it was kind of surprising to me. I did not expect that. And I saw some pretty good ones. But this one just surprised me. I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Star Wars fan. Maybe I'm not considered a true Star Wars fan because of how I feel about the recent trilogies and the prequels. But to me, I'm a Star Wars fan. I like it. I love it. It's fun. And that's that. So let's give it up for Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Thank you for giving my brother and myself a great theatrical experience, and thank you for being the greatest film of 2017 to this viewer, to me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am grateful for you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so there's the Celebration Appreciation Corner. Let's move on back to the main stage. Woo! All right, let's shrink down a bit. Okay. I am going to stretch my legs for a bit, folks, because I'm going to go into the last part of our stream today, which is me performing a bunch of Tom Jones songs, and there's going to be a little story behind them, so I said that in the beginning, so stay tuned for that. I'm just going to take about, like, I don't know, I'm going to take I'm going to say 5-minute break, so you all can break for 5 minutes and return if you like, Fig, or just thanks for hanging out for so long and interacting with me. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. All right, I got to put up the standby screen now. All right, I will return. 5 minutes, folks, 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Everyone's still with me? Hope you're there. Just gotta set some things up real quick. Awesome, awesome. Glad to see you still here, Fig, and thank you for, again, just sticking around. Thank you. For the record, folks, Fig 2 is a V-streamer, as it were. Is that right, V-streamer? Here on Twitch, if you're interested. Very chill fella. Very, very fun. Let's see, let me fix this up here. So, check him out if you got the time. There we go. Yes, V-streamer. Yes. And I wouldn't say that if I didn't like his stuff, but I like his demeanor. I like his tone. It's very fun. Very fun. I wish I could catch more. I really do. Just been very busy lately. Very fucking busy. You know, it's what happens. You know, we all just want to just hang out and whatnot. Next stream's in 90 minutes. Okay, I'll see if I can make that. I would love to. Let's see. What you doing? What you doing on your stream? Oh, you want to keep that a surprise? No pressure, though. No, I know, Fake. I know you do no pressure. It's sort of the unspoken rule, especially among people who are playing devotion. Okay. Yeah, no, I get it. I totally get it. No, you're cool, Fig. You're cool. Alright. That thing is... okay, let me fix that. Just working on a little prop, that's all, folks. Just working on a little prop. That's all. Okay, there we go. And, whoops, don't need that anymore. That was just my timer. See how long it takes, my break. Okay, here we go. Let's transition. Hello. It's time. Oops, sorry, that hurt your ears. Gotta get my headset on. Okay. Okay, good. I'm just testing out my model, making sure he's moving correctly. Checking out old GEEP. Whoops. Cover that. Hey, come on. Oh, right. That's right. Whoops. Well, that's okay. There was nothing on there. It's not like I'm logged in or anything, so. Okay. Tell me if you can hear it. Actually, I can see if you can hear it, actually. I'll be able to tell. Let's turn that up a little bit. Good. Okay, good. Excellent. All right. All right. So, the flow of the songs to be presented will be all Tom Jones. Tom Jones. And they tell the story of love and what comes after, and so on and so forth. Let's begin with the beginning. Naturally. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, wow, wow, whoa. Pussycat, pussycat, I've got flowers and lots of hours to spend with you. So go and powder your cute little pussycat nose. Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do. You get me choked up. You and your pussycat nose. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, oh, oh, oh. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Pussycat, pussycat, you're so thrilling, and I'm so willing to care for you. So go and make up your big little pussycat eyes.
Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do. You and your pussycat eyes. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, oh, 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 oh. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Pussycat, pussycat, you're delicious. And if my wishes can all come true, I'll soon be kissing your sweet little pussycat lips. Pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do. You and your pussycat lips. You and your pussycat eyes. You and your pussycat nose. Thank you. That's the first one. As you can see, I'm very excited in that opening. Let's move on to the next. Did the music come through okay, Fig? All right, let's move on to the next one. It came through fine. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, so that's the beginning of my meeting with the individual in question, the lady in question. Let us move on now to the next song that explains just how it went down. Here we go. It's how unusual to be loved by anyone. Oh no. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. When I see you hanging about with anyone, it's not unusual to see me cry. I wanna die. It's not unusual to go out at any time. But when I see you out and about, it's such a crime. If you should ever wanna be loved by anyone, it's not unusual. It happens every day. No matter what you say, you'll find it happens all the time. Love will never do what you want to do. Oh, why can't this crazy love be mine? Oh. Don't know why. No, I don't. Oh. It's not unusual to be mad with anyone. It's not unusual to be sad with anyone. But if I ever find that you changed at any time, it's not unusual to find out I'm in love with you. Oh, 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 whoa, whoa, oh no, whoa, whoa, Moving on, the excitement of love. Meeting the pussycat, the excitement of loving the pussycat. Let's see what happens next. At this point, she is no longer, though, a pussycat. I'd say she's a lady. Wink, wink. Oh, excuse me. And here we go. All right. Well, she's all you'd ever want. She's the kind I'd like to flaunt and take to dinner. Well, she's always knows her place. She's got style. She's got grace. She's a winner. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 whoa. She's a lady. Talking about that little lady. And the lady is mine, and I'm hers.
Well, she's never in the way, always something nice to say. Oh, what a blessing! I can leave her on her own, knowing she's okay alone, and there's no messing. She's a lady. Oh, she's a lady. Talking about that little lady. And the lady is mine. I'm hers. Well, she never asks for very much, and I don't refuse her. Always treat her with respect. I would never abuse her. What she's got is hard to find, and I don't want to lose her. Help me build a mountain from a little pile of clay. Yeah, hey, hey, hey. Well, she knows what I'm about. She can take what I dish out, and that's not easy. Well, she knows me through and through, and she knows just what to do and how to please me. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about the little lady. And the lady is mine. And I'm hers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Listen to me, people. She's a lady. Hey, yeah, yeah, she's a lady. She's a lady. Talking about the little lady. Whoa, 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 wow. Sing it with me. Whoa, 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 wow, wow, wow. She's a lady. Yeah, 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 yeah. She's a lady. And the lady is mine. And I'm hers.
So, as you know, the story is looking good so far. But there's one more song to wrap it all up. One last song. Okay. Whew. Let's finish this. Sir Tom Jones, let's finish this. I've been in love so many times. Thought I knew the score, but now you've treated me so wrong. I can't take anymore. And it looks like, oh, I'm never gonna fall in love again. Fall in love. I'm never gonna fall in love. I mean it. Fall in love again. Oh, why? Why, oh, why, oh, why? All those things I heard about you, I thought they were only lies. But when I caught you in those arms, I just broke down and cried. And it looks like I'm never gonna fall in love again. Oh. No, I'm never gonna fall in love. I mean it. I mean it. Oh,
again. I gave my heart so easily. I cast aside my pride. But when you fell for someone else, baby, I broke up all inside. And it looks like I'm never gonna fall in love again. That's why I'm singing it. No, I'm never gonna fall in love. Please, don't make me fall in love. Again.
Thank you. There's the Tom Jones ballad. Hey, thank you, Fig. Thank you very much. Woo! All right, let's head back to the main stage. Okay. So there you have it, folks. The story of my love through the songs of Sir Tom Jones. Oh, that was fun. I was afraid I was going to hoarse my throat more, but I stayed in control as best I could. I hope my singing wasn't so awful to your ears. Thank you. And with that, the ending to my stream is about on its way, so let me just give you a few more updates, folks. On Friday, the 19th, this Friday, I'll have a guest. His name is Jose Del Rosario. I don't know how many of you know him. He's a VTuber, just started out. He's on YouTube. Fig here, he's on Twitch, just like myself. But Jose, is on YouTube. He recently had a collab with Fig, as a matter of fact, Left 4 Dead. So check him out too. He's fun. He's got a very, very deep voice, and he claims to be very young. So Left 4 Dead, so many. Oh, apparently Fig was Left 4 Dead so many times. Oof, that's got a height. Sorry about that, man. Sorry to hear that. So yes, Friday the 19th, and the air date is the air time, that is to say, was going to be sometime after 4 p.m. Jose will let me know. His schedule is a little bit more difficult to coordinate, but he's working with it, and I will let you know with a more confirmed time on Twitter, more solid, if he ever says one. But most definitely, it's going to have to happen after 4 p.m. PST this Friday, right here on GEEP's Variety Show. He'll be my third guest, I believe. I'm so grateful these guests are coming through. And by the way, if you have any VTubers you think that might enjoy this, let them know about GEEP's Variety Show. And by the way, Fake, I have not forgotten about you. I'm actually glad I get to say it on my show. Get back to me by DMing me if you would like to guest on my show. Again, just like yourself, no pressure, but I think you're awesome, so I just wanted to ask you right here. And it was a good time. Good time as ever. Okay, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, Fig, you got someone I can raid? I like to just, head on over. Or do I not really have any viewers right now? Oh, your pre-debut. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, no, I will wait for your debut. That we definitely should wait. And don't worry, I don't have any other. Okay, so all right, so no rating today, folks. We're just gonna cut the stream. And so just heads up, Fig. Yeah, don't worry about it because actually I think I'll be booked throughout March. So at the earliest, you're only gonna be able to be on my show if you're interested is April. And let me tell you this right now, folks. If Fig does not show up, even though you're seeing this right here, do not hold that against him. Absolutely not. We all have things to do. He's a good guy, and I trust that whatever the reason, it's okay. I'm just putting that out there right now. I don't like any misunderstanding just because somebody doesn't agree to do something. We all have things to do. Just remember that, okay? Because I don't care. I just have to ask, and I gotta try. And not hold any grudges. which I don't. So, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you so much, Fig, for sticking around for so long. I hope I can catch you in 19 minutes. Well, actually, probably by now it's more like an hour. And, yeah. Remember, everyone, stay sharp, stay cool, GEEP, and Fig, sort of, out.